Yo, yo, yo. So it's your boy Cheatham the Barber here at Cheatham's Barber Lounge. You know what it is. I got my boy Keith in the building today. About to bring him on down. I ain't seen him in a minute, so he done grew a little fro on me. Uh, I'm about to put him back in the game, you know. He want to look good. He came to Cheatham the Barber. He had to come to the doc. Get right, combing everything out. Told me he want a wave length with the taper on the sides and the back. You see, he got a good grade of hair, so I'll probably pull out a 1.5 guard, open it up all the way, take it to a 2.5. And I'm just going to even everything out. Start off like that. Keep it simple. Visualize how I want it to look as I'm going through the process. Uh, some barbers, you know, they go against the grain. They do all that kind of stuff with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I guess your own cutting style, you have to have a higher guard, like a 3 or something. But I'm going with the grain on this one. Yep. So I'm just going on around, it's around the world is what I call it. Going around the world, just staging the cut up a little bit. I usually pull the ear down so I can get the excess hair coming around the ear and stuff like that, so it's not in bulk when I go to put a line on it at the end and stuff like that. Yo, so Keith, you in the right hands, my baby. You know where to go. Know where to go. Let's get it. Okay, so I know everybody got their own way of cutting and everything, and like once I get everything all even on my haircuts, I start staging it. Like, you know, my taper's not too hard. Just to start off, I'm just taking some of the bulk around the sides and the back where I want the tapers to be. Uh, as I get into the cut, I go into the detail part of it and blend it in and all that. So right now I'm just kind of just taking some of the weight off. Got them looking like it's like a little high fade on the side. Then I'm going to come back around and just ball it out the bottom. But kind of just stays in the areas a little bit, like how I want it. This haircut should last him of roughly around 2.5, 3 weeks, which is a good haircut, you know. It's the summertime out here. Got to keep that brush on him at all times, get that excess hair off of him. Y'all will be able to see the detail on the bling game in a second, but this right here is just purely to take some of the weight and the bulk from certain areas of the haircut. Yes, sir. So, you know, we still blending. Now we getting ready to get to going. This is the part where we start going some, start getting into that detail work a little bit, making sure that the bottoms is balled out, making sure that when you comb it over, there ain't a whole bunch of excess hair at the end, hanging over. Me and him, we talking about everything under the sun right now. We be laughing. Cool dude, man. Real cool dude. I'm just going around, you know, I put a little fade on it earlier in the video, so now I'm going through and just blending everything, making sure that it transitions into a good smooth look when I get ready to do my C-cups on the side and stuff like that. And I'm squeezing the line a little bit. I don't really squeeze the line on every client, but on some clients, especially with hair like this, I squeeze the line so it just don't poof up. Some people hairline poofs up in the front. So I'm just coming around doing that. He still want the mustache kind of dark, but he wanted to come off on like where the whiskers at, so he ain't curling them up. This the part right here. We put some of that work in the back. Uh, I know a lot of barbers. They good at cutting, and when they do their fades and stuff, the front looks immaculate. It's not a hair out of place or nothing like that. But what them back tapers look like, you know, take that same time and energy and put it into that back taper. when you taper in the back, make sure that that blend is good. You see your client from the back of their head, does it make you want to get a haircut? Like, dang, okay, he faded up smooth in the back, man. I know the front, and that's going to be what it is. Everybody got to see the front. But what them backs look like. So right here on the beard, I'm just bringing the beard down, son. He like, shit, fuck this beard, cut it off, man. Give me a goatee and a mustache or something. I'm like, nah, you got to keep the beard, man. It goes in with the sides. Now that you got the sides tapered and everything, I'm going to bring the beard on around, man. Just bring it down, son. Get some of this hair off you, man. Give you a smoother look. Brings you back about 2 years. Yeah, I know these just haircut tutorials, but I don't see that brush enough, man. When y'all got y'all clients in the chair, make sure y'all hit them with that brush. Keep that hair off of them. So now we staging around the ears and stuff. So this is the part where I like it to be like a clean flush. Not too much hair hanging down over the ears. I done squeezed it in. I used to hold the ear down so my clippers don't hit them or nothing. And then come down on the sideburns to go into the beard. Good swoops. So you see the side of their head, you like, dang, man. It don't matter what angle you see of their head. You just want to be like, dang, man, I need a haircut. Who did that, man? They got you pretty good, man. They got you looking good. So once again, everything that I did on that side, I'm going to come on this side and do the same thing. On the sideburns, I'm going to make sure that the lines are sharp. On the back side, the sideburns. And then coming from the bottom, I'm going to come on up and make sure that it's a clean flush. And it just looks sharp. Even if you see the back of their head, everything looks just as sharp as the front of their head. Uh, Absolutely the same thing I did on the other side, so I'm not going into too much detail about this. So as you get down to like the bottom part of the lines and stuff, and you notice you got both sides looking sharp, you got to come back in. You got to clean all the excess hair up. Uh, You'd be surprised, man. Some people hair on the back of their neck, it'll connect to the back hairs and stuff like that. This client didn't have that, but I just do that with every client. And then now we on to the front. This is the part that everybody care about, man. I usually start on the low side and I work my way over to the high side, left to right, and I just then I square it up on the sides to make sure that it look like a perfect box a little bit. Uh, yep. So not too high. I don't really go to where the dark line is, but I do make sure that the line lasts. So I just come in just a tad bit. Uh, we older fellas, so we don't really worry about like the spots that you might think is thinning or this or that. Like that just comes with the nature of just getting older. Uh, so I don't go too hard into it trying to create a line, but I do make sure that I hit him with a line that's gonna last, whether he has enhancements or not. Something that's just still gonna look sharp. Then I'm putting them swoops on them. Then I gotta come back, I'm like a guy that gauges it. I measure, I gotta see, okay, match this side with that side. So the right side got a good swoop on it. Then I come through and I put that same swoop on the left, like standing on that. I stand on business when it comes to these lines, man. Sharp lines. I done went back to the Andes T-liners. I usually use the Babeless, but it's something about the Andy T-liners that got me back in my bag. And then we doing that. Let's go. Okay, now, so, yeah, I'm just cleaning up some of the hairs. Oh, that's my boy Mike in the back. Him and Chuck over there. They got on the reds. They sharing chips and stuff. I guess they on a lunch break. I don't know what they got going on. He talk about so uh, he done finesse Chuck. Yeah, so we putting them soups on them. You know, when you do them lines, it's important to do the soups on one side and then step back and measure it up to make sure it's good on the other side. And then I put shaving cream and stuff. I forgot to record that part, but I put shaving cream on this line and I wiped it on off. Now I'm hitting him with the razor. His line is exactly where I wanted it to be with the clippers. So now I'm coming through with the razor and then I'm boxing everything, locking everything on in for him. He already feel good. He looked in the mirror a few times and said, yeah. Typically at this point, haircut is basically over. I'm just taking my time, cleaning up everything, critiquing myself, try not to be a perfectionist, but you know, I could spend hours on haircuts if it was, but I usually spend about 20 to 30 minutes on a haircut and let the person go. See them again in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yes, sir. So I'm looking for something. Now that I got that on there, I'm getting ready to hit him with a little bit of enhancements. Because he ain't got a haircut in a while, I just want to make sure everything's just super fresh. And it just closes the gaps on some of the spots. Uh, Typically, you know, those little light spots in the corner and stuff, I usually just leave those because he knows how his hair grow and I know how his hair grow. This right here is just temporary. Remember that this is just a temporary thing. You know, you get in the shower, you jump in the swimming pool and all that kind of stuff is over. So that's why I want to make sure that I established a good line underneath that. So in case he sweat or whatever, it'll still look good. And then I come over that and I hit that with the with the clippers, just to make sure everything is like crispy to the T, like or to the Y, you know, and crispy. But you know what I mean. Everything is crispy to the T, like sharp, super sharp. Boom. Catching them corners. I usually use the edge of my clippers when I do things. I don't really use the full clipper. A lot of time I just use the corners when it comes to the line and stuff, coming around the neck and all that. Yes, sir. So you see what we got going on. Gotta hit him with some of this. This is right here. This isn't alcohol. This is sea breeze that I put in here. I know a lot of people say spice ball and all that kind of stuff, you know. Shout out to Sly Huncho. He doing this thing with the stuff. And this is the finished result right here. Let's go. He came in one way, left out a whole nother way. And that was the whole purpose of this. Just making sure that this guy was crispy. He's feeling good. It's my boy Keith. Shout out to Keith, y'all. We out of here.